All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Killian here. We are in Bellwright. Now, we did we did 4 episodes just yesterday, kind of a little earlier this week of our Bellwright playthrough, and then we got a new computer. So we have a new PC, and the save did not transfer over. So we are going to go ahead and just start from scratch. We're going new. Um, so if you have not tuned in or do not know what this game's all about, it is a survival game, not sort of. It is a survival game, and basically you start off with just nothing, and you have to build up a little township, and there are raiders, there are all sorts of different animals that you have to contend with, like wolves, and it's a pretty good playthrough. I mean, I'm really enjoying it so much that we decided we are going to start from scratch and do a new one. So let's go ahead and just get started. I mean, the first thing we have to do is go talk to Mr. Yorklin in this town down here. Um, let's see, we got a chest here full of some things. Let's see, what's this say? You know, if you want to pause it and read through it, go right on ahead. And there's another letter, so again, if you want to pause that, read through it. There it is. We're not going to do that because, frankly, it's kind of boring. The story's pretty straightforward. We're trying to figure out who killed I believe, our guardian. Um, the storyline starts out with we're out and we are framed killing the king's son, I believe. And now the mother queen or sister queen is in power, and she sent an assassin to try and kill our guardian. Well, actually not try, she did kill our guardian. And we were able to get away, and all we have in our possession is this coin that's kind of telling us the direction that we need to go. So we took a ship back here, and so we are starting in this town of Herondine,
I fear for my family.
and we are
What if they
going
come
to
for us
speak
as
to this
well?
guy. This is
I
the
think
elder,
we need to talk, traveler. I have a duty to my village first and
and
foremost.
he is not very
I
friendly
need
to
to
us
know who
because we
you
have no
are and why you
reputation. They
came
don't know
here.
who we are, and we start off with just having to try and convince these people
Looking
that
for answers, huh?
we're okay.
In a
We're not
perfect
evil.
world, I could give you all the information you need, and you could be on your way. But speaking openly can be a death sentence these days. As long as you're asking questions, you're putting us in danger.
You have permission to stay in your village?
No, but you have my permission to build a shelter on the outskirts of the village. Come back once you're set up, and maybe you can earn your keep.
I'll do just that. Alright, so we need to build a personal shack outside town. Now, one thing I will say, the first time we did this little playthrough, we built our personal shack down here, and it was alright. I am going to try and maybe do something a little different. So, down here is with all this water and everything, so there are some lakes that you can go to. Like down here, this is like a better spot, I think, to build it. Looks like there's some water up and around here, too. We don't want to be too far from Herondine, just because we haven't really done much. Like I don't want to go down here to these other towns that are going to be even less receptive to us. Look like there's a pretty nasty bandit encampment there. We got bandits here. I know just from our last playthrough up in this area, there's a wolf den that we probably don't want to be around. So like, we want to be around some water. So we got water all along here. At least I think that's water, or is that cliffs? Well, we'll find out. I think that's definitely water. I think that might be water. We're gonna go check this area out right over here because I don't think we've been over here in our previous playthrough. We went through here a lot, went up through here, and then we spent a lot of our time down in here. And I'm just realizing that you guys can't see my cursor. But yeah, so we are going to go ahead and just start heading towards our first encampment, which is gonna be we're gonna explore just a little bit to make sure that we get ourselves to a good location.
But it's not ours.
One thing you'll know here is, so if you stick to the roads, you run a lot faster and you drain your stamina a lot slower. So sticking to the roads is definitely the fastest way to travel, even if you are trying to cut through. The roads are important, so I recommend using them. You can see how much slower we go, and then we just pick up our speed quite a bit. It's almost like you almost run like twice as fast. So
Those
this
peasants
lake
should be more
is still within
grateful.
town limits, so we cannot use any of the resources if it's within town limits. So we will not be right in here. We need to go outside of town. So like, there's some of the I don't know. I still don't know if that's a deer or an elk. Looks like it's probably an elk. All right, so let's keep on trucking. While we're running, we're gonna do some gathering because we're gonna need to harvest quite a bit of things as we're traveling. It's a young tree. Harvesting hemp. We will need hemp, but these trees are gonna be saplings and all. That's gonna be like the big thing we need right away. And I think flax. Let's see, what do we if we're gonna build our what do we need to collect for this one? Yeah, we need flax and trees. Lots of berries out here. Stones. We don't need stones yet. But yeah, so we haven't really been up this way, I don't think. Let's see, what do we want? Yeah, we kind of want to go over here towards this water. So we already have, all right, there's some copper, sage, hemp all around here. So right here is where we started before, and we were a long ways off for any water. So we are, yeah, gonna keep going down here towards this water. See how close we are to the water. We need to go, let's go up and over, and go to the left. And this distance is not going to be too far of a run to get back to town. I think we'll be alright. Oop, we got something up here that's dangerous to the left, or over here. What's over here? Are those wolves or bandits? Looks like those are bandits. We don't want to go down there. And they are, how close to that water are those bandits? This is what we need. We need some, what is this, flax? Alright, we got stone up here. Oh, yep, those are wolves. I'm gonna run past these wolves real quick. Because we are not able to fight some wolves right now. Just don't have it in us to do that. No, wolves, leave me alone. Can somebody help? No, wolves, stop it. Stop it, wolves, stop it. Alright, wolves left us alone a little bit. Alright. Woo! That was close. Alright, let's go into our inventory and see. Can we eat anything? Let's see, what do we have here? Cooked food. Let's eat that cooked food. Looks like we have some fish in here too. Alright, so we have lots of water. What's over here? Are these wolves over here too? I don't want to get too close. Yeah, the wolves are still over there. They need to stay away from us. Kind of want to be on the other side of this water. I don't want to be too far away from our town, though. Oh, crap. Alright, so it looks like those wolves might be heading back. Very slowly walking back. Alright, so we got a cute, nice cute little merchant set up here. This is nice. What do you sell, just so I know when I come back?
If it's quality goods you're after, you've come to the right place.
Yep, a purchase. Alright, so you sell cords, straps, ropes. Okay, those are all useful things. That's stuff that in our last playthrough we had some difficulty getting our hands on. Alright, they are slowly heading back. So I would like to be on the other side of this water. Yeah, let's collect the dead fish. Okay, I think maybe we'll try and make our little township right up here. Might have a wolf problem at the start, though. I really don't want to have a wolf issue. But I think we can power through it. I think we'll be alright. It'll also give us some meat that we can grab at the beginning too. So let's look around us here. We have, what, plenty of hemp, surrounded by wolves. Maybe some harvest, some reed. We got a craftsman hut right over here. Lots of forest. I think once we clear out these woods, this will be a nice location for us to have a little township. And then just north of us, we got some copper ore. And then I know over in this area over here, we have some other nice things because that's where we spent a lot of time in our last settlement. So let's go ahead. Let's just build right here on this water. I think we're in a nice, good little spot. Nice little clearing here. And so let's do it. Let's place our construction site. Where do we want to face? We want to face. Can't do anywhere. Building on this terrain is not feasible. Oh, there we go. We can build. Well, I don't want to have issues later trying to build on this terrain. All right, I think we can go like right there. All right, let's go ahead and start getting our personal shack built. And you just click on all these little dots, and as long as you have the item in your inventory, and then it'll tell you what you need. So now we need to get some more, what's that, hemp. You need some for this, so we need that for our siding. All the wood's done. So let's go find us some, was that flax or hemp or something? One of those. Get some berries in us. Careful of the wolves. Alright, so I need those hemps that are, it's like a blue flower. Right here, right? Flax, that's what I need, flax. I don't want to get too close to that wolf. He can stay right over there. Alright, we got lots of flax right here. Alright, I think we're good on flax. Let's go ahead and get our tent built up. Alright, we got our first personal residence. There we go. And we also have a chest. So I think we have something we want to just throw in that chest. I can throw some berries in there. We'll put the food in there. Actually, no, we'll keep one of each of the food. Alright. So we got that done. Now what else can we build? See, that's all. Okay, we can build an outhouse. A place where you can get rid of items that aren't needed anymore. A research desk, I think that is definitely going to be necessary. We need to get some research going. A circle workbench. So let's go ahead and just get our workbench started. We'll put our workbench. It's going to be right over here. I kind of want to have like a crafting station that's next to a bunch of storage. So let's go ahead and put the workbench like right there. Alright, and then I think we also want to make sure that we have a research desk. Let's go ahead and plan that. Put that right here, because it needs to be next to where we plan on spending, or plan on putting our resources, and then we have some camp chests. So this is just community stuff for everybody that they can come in here and they can just start using. So let's go ahead and build a couple of these for now, just so everybody can have plenty of storage, plenty of access to storage. 1, 2, let's build like 3 of them for now. There we go. Alright. So we got the startings of a crafting center. And let's go ahead and just start adding wood. Alright, so we need more wood. We need flax. And what do you need? You need logs. And we have to, in order for us to get the flax, we're gonna have, or the logs, we're gonna need to get ourselves a saw. So let's go ahead and discuss to see what we can do to just get some wood. I don't want to spend too much of our inventory on berries when it's just us right now. Where's a little wood? Where's some wood at? Dead wood. Here we go. Lots of dead wood in here. And for the log, we're gonna have to get an axe, and we'll have to craft the axe. But we need to get that crafting bench done before we can obviously craft. And again, we're just kind of keeping an eye out for wolves. We don't want wolves. Alright, looks up here. There's a bunch of sticks. We got lots of sticks up here. A place known for sticks on the map. Where's this hemp? I'm known for hemp. Hemp and sticks. I don't think we need the stone. We'll probably drop the stone here in a second. Give me more sticks. Need more sticks. It'll be easy once we get ourselves an axe, because then we can just chop down trees. What do we have? Don't need the seeds yet. We don't need that stone yet, so we can still get like 3 more before we head back. Need a third item I can grab. Rocks. There we go. Alright, let's head back to our camp. Drop off what we got here. First thing we're going for is the crafting. Alright, so we need some rocks, which there are plenty of rocks. We only need a couple rocks, I think. For stumps, where do those rocks go? There's a rock. If I had a pickaxe, I could mine rocks right there. There should be some rocks around this thing. Around these boulders. You want to be careful going up in there. It's coming after me. Oh! Once we hit the road, it'll be hard for him to keep up. Ah! Alright, we'll have some rocks for our trip back. Right? Yeah, I got some stones. But my inventory's already full. 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's get rid of the hemp. Grab another stone. Hey, Wolf, you need to go faster, okay? Kind of in my way. Alright, let's eat. Start getting our health back up. Alright, we need to go straight ahead, basically this way. He can keep going that way. Alright, we got ourselves a workbench. So first thing we can get here, let's go ahead and work on this axe. And now we don't have to travel so far. And we also have a weapon. We can just start building the rest of this. Alright, research desk. We got the flax, we have that, and then we need to add 2 logs. But we can't get logs. We can get logs, now we can. Alright, we just gotta chop down this tree.
Huh. 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 Huh.
Alright.
Huh. 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 Huh.
Got our first log.
Huh. 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 Huh.
Alright, and then we should have another log over here we can grab. Yep. Alright. Our research desk is complete. And we want, probably one of the first things we want is let's see, a foraging camp. That'd be nice. We can assign a worker later, some logging, link shields. We want traps, actually. Or village hall. Copper nails, linen straps. Yeah, that's expensive, though. The straps are too expensive for us to be able to get right now. So we want to go ahead and get ourselves let's do some small traps. And in order to reach this, we need 5 wood and 2 flax. So let's go and get ourselves a little more wood. So now that we have this, we can just chop down some of these young trees to get wood. We're gonna clear out the space anyway, so I'm alright with it. And then we need some flax, which last I checked, we had some flax right up in here, right? That's hemp. That's sticks. I don't want sticks. Give me lots of hemp and flax. Woo, we got him. One wolf down. Alright, that's what you get. Got ourselves a pelt, some meat. Okay, alright. Cleared out our first wolf. Ooh, we might have some mushrooms here pretty soon. Alright, flax. Lots of flax. That's good. We need the flax. let's put that away. Oh, inventory's full. Alright, we'll come back. We'll get more. Alright. Alright, got our first chest made. And, oh yeah, we were supposed to be doing this. What are we going to research here? How much do I need? 5? Let's see, 1, 2. And we need 5 wood. One, two, three. There's 5. We'll take 6. Alright, let's go ahead and get ourselves some traps out there. And I'm guessing I have no research skill. Which is why I can't research it. So we need to get a follower with some research. Alright. Well, we can at least start working on chest number 2. So let's go get some more wood. And that will set us up so that tomorrow morning, when we do go and complete our first quest and we were able to get some followers, we will just fine. Yeah. Alright, inventory's full. Let's head back. Alright, first one's done. What are we missing? There we go. Alright, we got all of our chests. We got lots of chests here, tons of storage. Oh, and we need a campfire. Let's get this built so we can feed our people. That's a big deal. Let's see. Being blocked. Something's blocking. Let's put it. I think we're gonna put it like right here. No, we can't. Yeah, I have to build it up here on this terrain. Okay. And then we also need to get ourselves a housing tent, right? Personal shack's mine. We need a housing tent for our people. See, I think maybe they would be happy right up in here. There, that looks good. Okay, so for our housing tent, I know we need. All right, we do need a. Is this a big tree? Yeah, we're gonna cut down this big tree. We do need a couple of logs for it. Alright, so we need the big log. inventory's full. Got too much stuff. And we need flax. Alright, now we just need flax, I believe, for the rest of this thing. Which we should have plenty still up here in our little field. Some boulders. Before. Now we need more flax and some wood. Actually, you know what? I think I had that wood dropped over here and I was running out. Didn't have inventory space. We have a bunch of it right over here. I think we have another young tree we can take out. Alright. So we just need more flax. Ooh, lots of mushrooms, alright. How's my inventory already full? Drop the stones for now. Oh, we don't need sage. Drop the sage. We're just gonna throw a bunch of this stuff back in our inventory, or back in our chests. Take that for now. Let's go back to camp, drop off some stuff in the chest. Lots of stones for there. Alright, I don't think we need these seeds for anything. Not yet, at least. A wolf fang. Alright, let's drop this wood off, all this wood off in here. Okay. Now let's go back with a clean inventory and see what we can get. That's cleaned out. These wolves are getting a little too close. Are they kind of like roaming this way? Alright, we need more flax. More flax, more flax, more flax. Oh, and I need stones. Lots of stones. I think we're okay on sticks. We just need some stones. Lots of stones for the fireplace. Alright, let's see if we have enough. Okay, so now that needs more of those. Alright, how many stones do you need? You got enough? Nope. Alright, now we need those sticks again. Alright, fireplace. Okay. Now we're cooking. Okay, and we got a house. Oop, we're stuck. There we go. So we can grab that meat. Let's cook that up. Make sure we got plenty of food for ourselves. Let's see, this is raw meat, raw meat, raw meat. We just need to put the raw meat on the fire. And let that cook away, and then we will head on over to the township. And see if we can complete a quest to get ourselves some villagers. Not a huge fan of these wolves that appear to be incoming. Nope, those are raiders. Hopefully they're just after me and they don't go for my camp. Walking through my camp, guys. Don't stop. You don't need to stop for nothing. Oop, did I break the game? Oh, almost broke the game. go. All right, now let's head back. Hopefully our food didn't burn. Let's see here. We got a piece of cooked meat. Nice. Lots of cooked meat. And let's drop off everything that we need to. Don't need that or that. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and just keep one of these. So that way when we do get some villagers, they got some food immediately. That'll make them happy. Alright, and let's head back into this town. We have a little bit of a trek to go to get it back up to Herdine. We're just gonna go straight until we get to the road and follow the road all the way up. And make sure we have plenty of stamina for the run. Let's go ahead and eat ourselves some food. I am kind of proud of ourselves. We already got a wolf under our belt, all by ourselves. We killed one. That's pretty impressive. If you guys tuned in to the last stream that we did, that is much more impressive than the last time. Took us we died on I think 5 or 6 times just trying to get ourselves a boar, so that we were able to get a wolf on our first actual fight. I mean, yeah, we ran a couple of times from wolves, but it was our first like fight with the wolf, and we were victorious. So pretty good considering all we had was an axe. Axe and some good food. So we are already back in the town. That was quick. That's a quick run. And let's go talk to Mr. Gorkin. What's up, puppy?
Even the land seems to mourn under their rule.
You again.
Yep, it's me again.
I'll tell you what. We actually have one problem you can try to resolve. If you're willing, of course.
Yeah, go ahead.
It gets cold around here, especially close to the mountains. If we want to keep ourselves warm, we need fur for it. Rabbit or wolf pelts. But you see, our hunter... Well, we got into a little discussion about how things should work in the village regarding payment.
I'm guessing you guys didn't agree on
He
that
doesn't
little
want
issue.
to work with us anymore, but Herndine mostly depends on him to provide. I want you to convince him to deliver traps. If you can bring us rabbit fur too, that would be very much appreciated. But we can't expect you to do that every day. We want to be self-sufficient with our fur trapping. So the priority is the traps, and the rabbit fur would be a bonus. Take care of that, and then I will consider your request.
Sounds good to me. Now where can I find this hunter?
Go speak with Amelie. She's a bit of a troublemaker, but her heart's in the right place, or so.
All right, let's go
She
speak
has a
with her.
good relationship with everyone in the village.
That's what I'll do then. Where you at, Emily? Follow our mini map down here to this person with the person that appears to be having voices in her head. Little exclamation mark lady here.
Greetings, newcomer.
Greetings, lady.
Say, have we met before?
We
Your
have
face is
not.
awfully from I am. What can I do for you?
Let me know where I can find him.
Unfortunately. He's in the forest, just up the hill, not far from the village.
Alright, sounds good.
Perhaps bring...
Thanks, lady. Alright, not far from the village, up here. man, how far up this hill is he?
What are you looking for? It's dangerous to wander around the woods alone. Haven't you heard about wolves or bandits lurking in this? You don't look
No
like
shit.
the hunting type. So what are you doing here?
Yeah, the guy sent me.
Ha! The people in hand, Dean. Of course, now they need me. I'm not going to work with them.
Okay.
Dobron has no respect for my craft. He doesn't value everything I've contributed to that damned village. And until he does, they can fend for themselves.
Alright, well, can you help me at least then?
You're asking for help, but you don't know a thing about me or what I went through. I used to be a respected member of the community. I even could have been an elder if I wanted.
Yeah, but it sounds like
But they
you became an
degraded
ass.
me because I refused to be a slave to Ashbourne's puppets. So I left. I still tried to contribute from a distance, providing them with fur, food, and creating traps for the sake of the village. When I asked for better pay, the elder said no, and actually warned me not to ask again. At one point, he said he'd speak to the brigands about my behavior. It's not about wealth. It's about the threat, the disrespect.
I'll show you some
I'm sick of
respect.
talking about it, to be honest. I need some change in my life. Let's make an arrangement.
You need traps.
You need
Yes, I do.
traps, and I can teach you how to make them so you can catch smaller animals. You look like someone who can get things done. I don't know why, but I feel like you have a lot going on inside your head. I'm willing to
Plenty of
join you if you
voices.
provide me with shelter and food. Together we can make each other's lives easier in this land.
Yep, we can clear up. Yep.
So-
Come join us. There we go. Alright, so you need to go back. You don't need to be a follower. You need to go back to my village. And you are going to go be a worker. And the first thing you need to do is go research those traps, alright? So get back there. Actually, you know what? You're going to take forever to walk back there. Follow me. Be a companion. You need to run with me. Alright? Get on this road. You running? Yeah, you're running. Okay. You don't run as fast as I do on the roads. That stinks. Well, at least you'll run. Lots of vultures up there. Up in that sky. Alright, how far? Where do we go? We go straight? Yeah, we just go straight through. Come on, buddy. Grab some berries. Ain't nobody going hungry in my town. You're right on the edge of a berry forest. Alright. Now you can run here with me. Alright, you need to go over there and do that research. So, come on. Come on. Be a worker. Alright, so that's some spoiled food. What's spoiled?
Glad it's my home.
What's in here? That's nothing I need. Alright, we got ourselves some traps. He researched it. Oh, apparently we had a bunch of food in here I didn't know about. Well, we don't want that.
The village is looking better and better.
Alright, so I want you to also let's research some other things while you're here. Foraging camp. Yeah, I want you to research a foraging camp. So why don't you go and collect the things that you need for a foraging camp. And I am going to collect what I need for us to get some traps. Let's queue up some traps. Let's get 5 traps. I think I have to take, how many do I have to take to the, let your settler craft a trap at simple workbench, pick up a trap, set it yourself, in a dense forest area. Okay.
Happy days. All thanks to you.
Oh, you're so happy. All right, that's good. I'm glad. All right, and then I think we need to get that this right here, an outhouse. Let's get an outhouse built. We need to put that. Let's put it like right here. Let's see, because we are going to need to just dump things like the spoiled food. But otherwise, it's just going to take up a lot of inventory space.
I feel it's going to be a good day.
Alright, and then we're gonna go dump this food right in there. Since it is spoiled and no good. Alright, now our workbench, we need to make ourselves a bunch of traps. That's what I want. We need traps. Let's see, everybody needs an axe. I have an axe. Let's go ahead and just make another axe. So when we do get somebody, we've got plenty of axes. Alright, and let's see, he lives here. I think I can go here, I can just manage him from here. Yeah, we don't have to go track him down. So what is he doing right now? He's waiting for employment. You have employment, buddy. We want crafting to be slightly higher priority than everything else. So if I need you to craft something, I need you to just go and make it. Where did you go? Okay, you're on your way back. Are you coming back to do some crafting? I want you to make those traps for me, bud. Let's get it done.
Work, lads. We need to make this place look better.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna go and get you some wood, because I think you're gonna need some wood. Oh, ooh, mushrooms. Any more mushrooms in here? Nope, nothing ready. Harvesting went up. Any of these mushrooms ready? Nope. Alright, inventory's full. Let's head back. Lots of mushrooms up here. We picked a good spot. As soon as we got rid of that one wolf that was just too close to our camp, we've been pretty solid. Alright, let's drop off these woods. And we'll put food in. I'm gonna use this one for food. So everybody goes to the same one when they need food. No, none of this stuff in here. Just food rations. Alright. We have food in here. We still have a little bit of food in here. Food in here. Let's move all this over. Plenty of food for the community. Alright, let's go get you some more wood so you can do more crafting. Afraid to cut down too many of these little trees because I don't know if they're gonna how long it takes for them to grow back. Like I don't want to clear cut my forest and then not have any forests for the future, or have to travel really far to get wood because you do need a lot of wood in this game. All right, research the foraging camp. Good job, buddy. Ourselves more wood. That was a rock. I didn't mean to grab a rock. Thought I was grabbing some wood. Lots of rocks backed up in here, but no wood. Alright, we got some up in here. I think maybe we are just going to grab our axe and start cutting down some of these little trees. This timber on the ground is just too far and in between. Alright, let's find ourselves some young trees. Oh, you're not a young tree. None of your young trees. We need too much old growth. There we go. We got some young trees over here. Are you a young tree? Yeah. Alright. We are filled up. Lots of little trees right up here just north of us. He's
With
doing
more
some
houses,
cooking.
we could make a small city there, don't you think?
And let's see, let's manage workers. What are we gonna throw? Let's throw. No, we don't need that in there. We'll throw all these in here. And I want you to make me small traps. Not enough resources. What else do we need? No, you got enough resources. You got plenty in there. I don't know what are you talking about.
Glad it's my home.
Alright, these mushrooms done. craft, please? You're supposed to be over here crafting my stuff. I don't want to craft it. I want you to get the crafting skill, buddy. There we go. Alright.
Happy days.
What else can we
All
research?
thanks to you.
Let's see. Mining camp and pickaxe. Mud collector and shovel. Plank.
Work, lads. We need to make this place look better.
Shield. Let's see. Something for smoking. What can we smoke? What do we need? Hemp. Crude stone. A village hall or a weaver loom. We do need a weaver loom. Let's go ahead and let's research that too. Let me go get some reeds for the weaver loom. Should be some in here we can grab. Take sticks too while we're down here. Looking good, looking good. Lots of river reed down here, man. That when we were at our last place, we had to go so far to get this river reed. It took forever, and this stuff is just right here, right out in front of where we need it to be. It's gonna come back every year, nice and renewable. Renewable resources, that's what we need, guys. More of this. Alright, inventory is full. We got more river reed right over here. Mushrooms. This is such a good spot. I am so happy that we put our
Work, lads. We need to make this
location right
place
here.
look
This is
better.
great. Alright, let's put the river reed all in here. River reed sticks. Alright, you should be good. How much longer? How much further do you have to go on this? There's 43% there. All you need is you need some flax and some wood. I just got you some wood. I'll get you more flax though. Alright. Make some more flax. None of this turned into flax yet. Out down here. Just sage. I'm not sure I like what I see over there. Is that... I think we have some bandits right on the edge of town. We're gonna avoid them for now. Once we get a little band together, we're gonna go take them out. Don't worry, they aren't gonna last too long. We gotta make our area around us safe for our people when we get them, and it will be safe. We're gonna have lots and lots and lots of people. Yeah, set up maybe some controls. All right, our weaver loom is done. Now we need to build a weaver loom. Yeah, lots of sage. Man, let's just grab the sage. I think it's used for cooking. Grab it for now, just so we have some. If someone wants to make a nice recipe that puts sage in it. Okay. Let's see more. Let's continue to grab flax. We need lots of flax. Oh, inventory's full. I'd rather take the flax than the sage, so let's go ahead and drop that. Oh, we definitely don't need the seeds. We're just taking up space we don't have. Alright, take the flax. We don't need all this sage, I don't think. I think we can get rid of some of it. We'll keep 3. What do we have here? More flax. And we'll grab a little more flax and then head back to camp. Lots of sticks up here too. Where am I at? Let's take a look at where we're at on the map. Right here. This spot's got a lot of sticks. Alright, let's go back to our camp, which should be straight ahead. Yeah. Our brother here made us a small trap. Good, we finally got a trap. Took him long enough, but we got it. We got one. Alright, go ahead and take that trap. How many traps do we need for this quest? Uh-oh. I think we're gonna run from him. Once we hit the road, we'll be okay. If I had my villager, like, he wasn't in guard mode. If he were in guard mode, I think we both could have taken out that bandit. Right now, I think we're just gonna run. Uh-oh. Alright, raid threat's 10%. We're gonna need to arm up our people. Alright, he's out here doing more crafting, which is great. What else can we see? We don't have straps. So straps are difficult to get, I have found. Bandages. Yeah, we want to research bandages for sure. Adventures garb, which requires straps. Cloak would be nice. We can get ourselves a cloak. And some gloves. Those require straps too, though. Alright, let's do some smoking. Yeah, plenty of breeds. You doing research first? I don't want you to do research first. I want you to do crafting first. Alright, I'm gonna let you go ahead and research this. You need some hemp. Oh, you're gonna go to bed. Alright, let me go get you some hemp while you sleep. Go sleep off your hangover. And I should have some hemp. I think it was what, down here? Right around here? Trees, here we go, some hemp. Stick. We don't need sticks right now. And lots of sticks. Alright. Is there hemp on the map? Sage, 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 mud, sage, 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 sage. Lots of sage. No specific to... Oh, there's hemp. Hemp straight ahead. Across the road. What's all this? This is all rocks. Lots of rocks up here. That's good to know. We got sticks. Berries. Lots of flax up here. And then up here should be the hemp. Stones. More sage. More flax. Like, where's the hemp? I thought I had hemp right up in here. Said there was hemp. There's hemp. One hemp? That's all I get? Just one? Lots of flax. Tons of flax. All this is gonna be flax. He gave me 1 hemp. Sticks. Oh my, what do I gotta do to get some hemp? Supposed to be a bunch of hemp right there. That's sage. Alright. Alright, supposedly there's some hemp down here. There we go, there's a little bit of hemp. Maybe I just didn't look hard enough in here. I was searching in the dark in my own defense, okay? Alright, there it all is. We found it. It's under all the trees. Alright, I think there's more hemp right down here, according to the map. Lots of stones down here. Berries. Mushrooms. Berries. Berries. Young trees. Rocks. More trees. Sticks. Where did the hemp go? Maybe we already took all the hemp. This is a little closer to camp than the original one. There we go. Hemp. Stones. No hemp up in here anymore. Berries. Berries, berries, berries. These are all berries. Stumps and rocks. Alright, let's head back to camp. What's this? Look at that, we got animals right in our camp. Probably trying to come in here and trying to eat our food. Alright, he should have everything that he needs to research that. And then, what are we crafting here? We still need to craft these. I don't want to craft them though, I want him to craft them. So let's sleep till morning. Let me just throw my items left in here so that when he wakes up, he's good to go. Not going to cause any problems. Alright, so we're up to 50 on that one. 40. 50 on that one. I'll take that one. And then we can trash these seeds. Do I have any seeds taking up space? Seed bags taking up space. Yep. Send the seed bags to the outhouse. Alright, and let's take a bit of a nap. Sleep until morning. Day 3, 4 until winter. Good to know. Alright, buddy, you're awake, grabbing some food. Go ahead. Mow down, chow down.
Another day, another
I'm
chore.
gonna take one of those legs, and I'm gonna take some mushrooms and a berry, okay? And then I'm going to set some traps because we want to start catching things, but we don't want to be like super close to our camp, otherwise nothing will get caught. And you want to be in the forest. So since there's a bunch of animals out here, I feel like we're far enough away that we can catch something right here. Let's go into our inventory. I feel like maybe right here next to this tree is a good spot. Add a berry to it, so let's grab some berries. Alright, so I need to catch myself. We need to bring him 2 small traps and a pelt. So we have our first one going, and then we want to do another trap, maybe a little north of us. Let's grab some mushrooms over here. Harvest these berries. Alright, and let's do another trap on the other side of the road. Kind of tucked back in here. I think would be good. Right here next to all this food. So I think like maybe, let's go back here in these woods a little bit. Yeah, I like this. I like this right here. Trap number 2's a go. Pick up all this food so that these rabbits don't have a choice. They have to go to my trap. Can't get all this food. It ain't for you. I'm gonna take all your food, so you have to go into my trap to get your food. Alright, inventory's full. There's still plenty of food out here, but it makes me feel a little better. And then we need to, I think I already have a pelt. So we need him to just make us a couple more traps. I think. Where are we going? We go this way. Alright, we need what, 2 more traps to take the camp. So you can get to crafting those, buddy.
Happy days.
We're gonna
All
throw some more
thanks to
food
you.
in here. Lots of food for the community to share and chow down.
Work, lads. We need to
Alright,
make
so we
this
have
place
one.
look better.
And I need some pelts. Do we have any pelts? What happened to my pelts? Did I put them in here? Or maybe I put them up here. No, what happened to my pelts? Maybe they got stolen. Maybe when those raiders were here, they took my pelts from me.
The village is looking better and better.
Well, that's okay. Tomorrow we will have our own pelts made up again. Can't believe my pelts are gone. At least they didn't take my wolf fang. I'm gonna take that wolf fang so they can't take it from me. I'm gonna put it in my storage over here. My own personal storage. Locked up. Alright, how are you doing? Have you made another one yet? No, you have not. Alright, your mushrooms are done. I'll collect them for you.
So far, we're doing great work, don't you think?
I do. I think we're doing great. I need you to finish crafting this thing, though. Like, come on, buddy. Get over here. Guess I'll just craft it myself, I guess. Let's see. I would like you to do one more trap for our community. You wouldn't mind just making one more, please. All right. Looks like you're obsessing over cooking, which is fine. I just have to see if maybe, hopefully our traps have caught something. Let's go check it. Caught anything yet? Ooh, we got something. All right. We're already successful. All right, we got one pelt. I need to add a blueberry. I need to add some berries to it. Alright, how about our other trap? We put the other one over here on the other side. Has it caught anything yet? No, we haven't caught anything yet out of this one. I think there's too much food around. We need to collect all this food so those rabbits can't. I have no choice but to go into my trap. We have a lot of health. We can probably go and take out a wolf, but I don't think I can take out more than one wolf. We have to find a solo wolf in order to make this happen. Alright, so we got another trap. And we need a berry. We go set up a third trap. Just so we can be extra sure that this is gonna happen. Set this trap up somewhere over here. Because this is considered forested. Hopefully we're not too close to a road. Lots of little coverage. Foresty coverageness. Set it up like right there. Add a berry to it. Let's see what happens. I don't think we're too close to our camp. Okay, we caught anything else yet? Nope. How about this one? We caught anything else down? There we go. We got some. We got some down here. All right. So then we can run into this other guy. We can run back to Herdine. Alright, added a mushroom. Alright, we got 1 pelt in our inventory. 2 traps in our inventory. We are good to go. We're gonna go ahead and let's just add some of these items back so that he can keep on cooking while we're gone. Get all of these mushrooms cooked up. I think I'm also gonna see if I can get him to build us with that smoker. That'll be nice. Yeah, build that while we're out. The smoking thing. We need some rope though. Let's put a smoking thing right here. Alright, build that. And then we need to probably, I need that loom. Have you build this while we're out too. Weaver loom. Should have enough resources for it. Alright, so we have crafting corner right here. So let's put the weaver loom like right here, maybe? That's a good spot. Alright, build those. And let's go ahead and throw these mushrooms back in here. We have we have 2 pelts. 40 out of 50. Let's you can cook up some meat too while we're out. I only need 1 of these pelts. Alright, and we are going to go back into town. Off we go. Cash in our first quest. And then see what we can do to get ourselves some additional followers, right? Kind of the goal. We want to build our town and outgrow the populace of these other towns. So we become the dominant town in this sector. We're back into the town limits. I will say I do love this game. It's very pretty.
The innkeeper's been complaining about rowdy guests.
They're using AI for the voices on everything. I wish they would kind of speed that along, getting actual voice actors for the game. And it's very reasonably priced for what you can do. I mean, I paid $30 for it on Steam. Really think that this $30 is gonna go a long
You're
ways.
back. Did you manage to convince him?
Yes, I did.
That's good. Really impressive.
I
Unfortunately,
need something
that's
more
not.
of you. Okay.
You see, we
Let me go
have a
kill some
problem
wolves.
with wolves, and someone has to take care of them. You showed me you're true to your word, but I need more to trust you.
Fine. I'll bring you wolf pelts. I don't know if I can take on
I
wolves
heard a strange
myself.
howling in the woods last night. Gave me chills.
Let's see. Especially since my meat's about to wear off, so I'm not gonna have all of the health that I have from these wolves.
Even the land seems to mourn under
see.
their rule.
I think I need to grab, let's grab my companion. Army, I don't have an army. Yeah, you need to come to me.
I heard a strange howling in the woods last night. Gave me chills.
I manage my people remotely. Oh, there's a tech tree. Finally! Oh, I've been looking for this. I did not see a tech tree this whole time. Alright, so we got the campfire, which got us to that. A research desk, which got us to all of these things. Okay, so we'll dig into this later. Right now, we need to Our settlements. Population. Yep, you buddy. I need to change you. You are going to come be my companion, so come find me. I don't feel like you trying to track you down. You need to come here.
Onward!
Let's go into my inventory. I have no food. Alright. Where are you at, buddy? Alright, he's coming. We need to go up into these woods. We can grab some berries and eat that real quick. Give us a little more stamina. Okay. Yeah, we got 3 wolves right up here. Just keep on sniping away. Got 1 down. 1's down. 2's down. All right, we got him. Good job, buddy. All right, go back to work. All right, what else is up here? Do they have something in their den, their lair? Anything for us to grab? Bunch of dead stuff. So it's a rock. Some more rocks. Ooh, a chest. Old coin, piece of smoked meat. Some furs. This looks like a bunch of probably raw meat. Probably no good no more. What's up in here? Nothing. Can't go any further. Let's see. No, it was just a back way into their lair. Let's just run ourselves back down into Herodine and give this guy exactly what he needs, which is these 2 pelts.
Stop wandering around. Yes.
Alright, regarding those wolves.
Wait. You're back again. Sure you didn't... I don't know what to say. Thank you. It's much appreciated.
Can I continue?
Yes, I suppose you can. Even though I might question your mental state for taking on those wolves, you've shown you're not a danger to us. Indeed, you seem to be more of a danger to yourself. Anything else? Unfortunately, I have no job for you. Anything else? You do? What is it?
Alright, let's give you some coins I found. Alright, these I can sell that for 30 gold. Okay, that works for me. Alright, we got apprentice book of research and an apprentice laborer book out of him. We also got some smoked meat. What's this? Dried mushrooms and some fur. Okay. Alright, we are going to go ahead and run back to our town.
Spare a coin,
Oh,
and I
actually,
will
no,
pray
we got a
for
bunch
you.
of people here I think we can help out.
What brings you to my coop today?
So I'll tell you what, we're gonna stay in town. We're gonna let our buddy there continue doing what he's doing. Over here's a tavern. But it looks like we got some guys, a bunch of people we can just do some questing for us. We're
What a
gonna do
room if
that
you've got
on the
coin.
next episode.
No
We're gonna
coin,
run around and
no
do a
room.
bunch of quests. So thank you everybody. Appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.